Hi friends, it's Misty with How Creative Creation. The stick money lady. I wanted to do this video to show more what it's like to make stick ponies the way I do. I do TikTok videos and they're short little 1 minute or less clips, and it looks like I'm making one stick pony at a time from start to finish, but in reality, this is more what I do. One day I sit and I cut, or not really cut. I trace the patterns and mark the patterns for 20 to 50 stick ponies. The next day I start embroidering the eyes. And each eye takes between 5 to 20 minutes depending on the eye being the little cute actual horse eyes are the shortest. And the longest is the big dragon eyes. So I do that for a day or more. Sometimes I break it up and I'll do like 10, 15 eyes and then I'll go ahead and finish them out. Doing it that way, I can get about 10 to 15 stick ponies done a day. So I go through and I listen to audiobooks when I'm doing this. And currently I'm killing the Wheel of Time series. I'm on the next to last book. So I stitch out these eyes and I got a new machine. The new machine allows me to store more eye patterns. So I'm not stuck in a rut. I can choose more. So I'll also go through and separate out which eyes I want. So I do them in batches. It just makes it quicker if I don't have to keep switching out what eye design I'm using. So stitch out the eyes and then we'll move on to cutting the pattern out, pinning them together, cutting the ears out, the horns, the fins, whatever the hair we need to do with next. Actually, the hair I do as I do them. Everything else I do ahead of time and batch sew, like all the horns, and then stuff them, and then I batch sew all the ears for the day. Batch sewing just makes it a little bit quicker. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little tired today. And then cut out all the fins for like the dragons and the dinosaurs and the seahorses, horns for bulls and antlers for deer. Also unicorns, and sometimes dragons get horns. See, and then after I've cut them and everything, I stitch them together and I do the hair right before I do the pony so it's ready. So I can snatch and put it on there. And I just batch do those. And put the pins in my little pin cushion as I go. Although I do sew over them. Don't do that. Supposedly it's bad. And I have hit a needle or two. But usually if I'm hitting the needle, there's a problem to begin with. But I batch sew these out. And I always double stitch where I stitch the ears and the horns and things like that on. I double stitch, and when I do this seam that's around the outside of the stick pony all the way through, I do double stitch there too, just because those are the places that get the most wear and tear. And I feel like the ears and the horn are where the kids are going to pull on them the most, so I do double stitch them just to reinforce them. And then after I run the horse through the second time, I do stitch the casing for the zip tie, and I use industrial zip ties. So they have a 75-pound pull or more. And then after that, I glue it to the stick just so that there's that there. And when I pull the zip tie tight, you can really have a hard time pulling the head off anyways. Exceptions are denim and canvas and that type of heavy cloth like that. Otherwise, they're pulled to where they're so tight that they don't move anyways. And then we glue them on, and I have to do the balls on the bottom of the sticks. Sand down any sticks that might be a little bit rough. And then I hand number every one of my stick ponies. And, I mean, I started numbering. I've been doing this for several years, but I didn't start the numbering and the new system until 2000. And we started it right before the Panama Jamma thing started. Before shutdowns and lockdowns, or whatever you want to call it. We started right before that, and we started with 0. And the ones that I numbered earlier this week, the last one I numbered was 773. And if you think about it, that's kind of impressive, because half my year last year, I didn't do anything. I had knee surgery, and I had to move from state to state. So, and then after all that, when we moved down here, I caught some kind of stomach thing, and I had 2 months where I was not functioning. It was bad. Oh, so bad. Couldn't keep food down. So, but, and the year before I had surgery, in 21, I had surgery in January. And 2020, well, we know how it went. I also had surgery in 2020. I've had surgery 3 years in a row. Hopefully this year doesn't do that. So, but I wanted to show this, and it's a full length, and granted, it is all sped up and everything, and you can see how this takes a whole lot of time. But I wanted to show it's not little 1-minute videos and it's completely done. Stick pony actually takes me about an hour, start to finish. So, yeah. If you like this, and I'm going to try to get back in the habit of doing this weekly. If you like this, or my other content, please hit all the buttons that everybody tells you to hit, because it helps. I'm not making any money off this channel. I'm just trying to get the process out there. Trying to get my work out there. I love what I do. I think I'm priced fairly. I think, I have a great product. I just want to show my work. So, she's been giraffe. And here's the finished products of some of the ones I've done recently. And I hope you like them, because I think they're really awesome. There's a deer. There's another bull. There's $1 million idea. It's a horse. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoy making them. I'll see you at events around if you're there. And I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy. Okay, there's more than I thought. Bye.